ways. True indeed. Yes, I get the record that's what you need. One blood, everybody like Junior Reed. Wake up every morning, yo, I must succeed. Nationwide rockers make the world stampede. Yo,
what do you say we send off the weekend with a great game of football, everybody? The stage is set. It is Sunday night primetime here on EA Sports. Let's close out the weekend with what should be a good one on Monday night primetime between the Detroit Lions and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The holidays have arrived. Thank you for spending a part of them with us. We're away in Week 16 on EA Sports. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And his choice to leave that end zone going to cost him a chunk. He's out shy of that 25-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line. I gotta take the level, my aesthetics. Hurry up and get your muscle up. We got the plyometric. Ran up by the Luxembourg up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet. You could diabetic. They mouth get full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Walk in New Orleans with the indicator, LA yelling.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
23, Silver.
First carry now, this is Bashal Tootin. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Kate, if that first play is in the indicator, this offense is going to have one heck of a field day. I'm talking a big chunk of yards on the ground and some big-time confidence, too.
First down now, ball at the 33.
Red on red. Here we go.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Hey.
Tootin gets it from the gun. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
All set to go now from the 35.
11. Hey, Ryan.
Lawrence, a quick throw out wide. And they bring him down around the 34. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
At the 34-yard line.
Soga, it's hot.
Tootin headed left. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. He makes it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive.
That's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jaguars will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. This return starts at the 5. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Fans showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Come out throwing. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. Gain of 15 there. And that is good for Detroit 1st down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this 1st quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
First and 10, looking to throw. Big strike here to Williams. And the hit arrived shortly after that football did, but he hangs on for a gain down to the enemy 44. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And this run is going to push him inside the 40. Give him 7 there.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go, Reed, go.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4.
Let's go now. 60, trap 60, trap 60.
He'll look to throw. It's his running back. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Would have been a tough 54-yard field goal, so instead they're keeping the offense out there on 4th down. 4th down, pass coming. Pass is brought in by Laporta. And he's got it down to the 30 before going out. That is a clutch 7-yard pickup, partner. Pays off the call to go for it there on 4th down. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And he comes through big here. 9 yards, it's 2nd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. On the carry, here's Dameon Pierce. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Let's go.
Quickly looking left, and it's complete. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
That's good.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
60 Eagles,
From the pistol, it's Gibbs. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if we see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. The tight end in motion now. It's a design boot. Oh, and quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
Third and long.
That's 1 quarter down in our Christmas Eve contest. 7-0 is our score. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. Back and beginning the 2nd quarter. Lions in possession. They'll need a big play to continue a nice drive. It's 3rd and very long. Third and long for him here. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Tendencies tend to show themselves, Kate, and really come to life on 3rd downs. Right? They want to go to their best receiver. Defense knows it. They know that tendency. They double it, and they make the play.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal. From the right hash, this is going to be a 41-yarder. Sanders sends it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score. Maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard
line. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. It's a handoff to Tootin, running right. Touchdown, Jacksonville! The Jaguars now lead by 10.
Hey, Kate, we're not even to halftime, and this guy has already got a game's worth of success. And the great thing is that, yes, it benefits him individually, statistically, but you know it just sets the table for everybody else because that play-action pass should be devastating.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. He's going to field this at the 2. And he made a push for the 30-yard line before going out just a bit shy. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that is good for Detroit 1st down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
They go play action on 1st down. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they face 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
They're going to be set up with a first down after a nice gain there as he's down by contact.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Running back sent in motion. To the air now on first and 10. Into traffic, complete. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Lions have a first down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he gets him around 6 there. That was Micah Parsons making that play.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, got a nice little gain on the ground.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Working now from the gun. Finds his man, it's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. Give him 13 on that play. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Lions.
Tight end going in motion here. From the red zone on first. And he will score. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions make it a one-score game in the first half. Amon-Ra St. Brown to touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one right down the middle. And the Lions cut the lead down to 4.
Lions 10.
Got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And he'll be just shy of getting to at least the 20. Bit of a short return as he's out of the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes first and 10. Hand off to Tootin. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You can throw beyond the sticks. Really create some indecision now defensively.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That one hits for 30 That's good for a Jacksonville first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Tootin on 1st and 10. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And the Jaguars have a first down.
Defense was clearly focused on taking away the pass in that RPO scheme offensively. Feels so good when you get the job done and you get a chunk run on RPO. That's setting you up for some success.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he gets a gain of 9, and that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice. It doesn't end up getting an offensive first down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down.
Red on red. Phil.
They'll go again here with Tootin. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. Some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Go on red. Here we go.
On the give, it's Tootin. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
These at 24.
Inside give here for Tootin. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars will add to their lead at the end of the half. On his Little for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Jaguars drive their lead to 11. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half. First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. They'll throw to begin this drive. Got a lock behind this one. Downfield it goes. This one will be intercepted. That is Caleb Ramsell. And the Jaguars make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Rip, 23.
Looking to throw. He's going to loft one deep to the left. His final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Has this at the 6. And he's out of bounds, approaching the 25. Couple yards short at the 23. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. A give to Gibbs to start the 3rd. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
There's no question, Kate, when the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches, they really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play. Jar it loose, incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of the main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. On the ground. And a nice chunk there, about 7. He's up to the 27.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
After that little 8-yard scoop, here comes 2nd and 2.
Hey, run! Silver!
Lawrence working from the gun. Finds his running back. This is Bashul Tutu. Here he goes again. Bashul Tutu. Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars push their lead further to start the half. Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars push their lead to 18. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. From the gun to starts. 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation. It's just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these, really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Still 10 to go. It's second down now from the 26. Back to throw now. Into a crowd, and that pass is intercepted. Devin Lloyd making the play. And the Jaguars take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Intercepted. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 17.
Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Shooting with it. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. Bails out of the pocket quick. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So that brings up 4th and long. Cam Little now to try the Jags field goal. Ball on the right hash for this 36-yard look. Little knocks it through. And that stretches the lead to 21.
You know, you look at that 3rd down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's out a little short of the 30. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up 2nd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Back to the air they go on 2nd down. Jump off, caught by his back. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Short pass brought in. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
And the Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
He's going to throw it again. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Enough to Gibbs from the gun. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it as they take him down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. They're going play action. Hits him downfield. This is Harris. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. When you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
1st and 10, looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long, but finally, this defense has an answer.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. They'll work against the blitz. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. So the back does the work that time, Brock, taking it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, a running back in space can be an awfully dangerous weapon on a football field. Whether that's a designed route to him, a check down, you see what can happen, what kind of damage the elite running backs in this league can do.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Sanders all set to send it away. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go, sir.
Now running here with Tootin. He is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge of that green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. 1st down, and they go right back to it. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. Lawrence, a quick throw out wide. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run, the great tackles that get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Rolling left, buying some time. On the run, deep down the left side. Caught out wide. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Returnable from the 2. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Offense to the line. They have trips right to start out. Airing it out to start this drive. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Take a look at that scoreboard, and you just can't backwards. If you're going to close this gap, you've got to stay on schedule. I've had a hard time doing so with a double-digit deficit.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. It's it quickly to St. Brown. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. We're off to the fourth quarter here on Christmas Eve. It'll be the Lions with possession, but this one pretty much decided at this point. Third down, and they need to get 10. Third and long. They're going to throw. Oh, no. They get him yet again. And the Jaguars getting back on his 6th interception of the season.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, easy, Ralph.
Running from the pistol. It's Tootin. Bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Offense is set. First and 10.
Tip. All right, let's go.
Tootin headed left. They catch him, but not until he's picked up 8 yards. It's second down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes second and 1.
Smash. Here we go.
Now it's Tootin. Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be third and longer.
Back at the 14-yard line.
Rip, 23.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. It is cut left side. This is going to be short. Quick stop by the defense. Bring up fourth down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
Facing fourth down, the Jags electing to send out Cam Little for this field goal try. He's hit once already. This is a short one, inside of 30 yards. Little knocks it through. And the advantage now sits at 24.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Returning it from the 4. And not a bad place for them to start, up past the 30-yard line. First and 10 from the 32. Back to work after throwing the pick. Throwing the out route, complete. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets up the first. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball with the 44. A throw here on first. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it'll be second down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Pass play now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Goes to the hurry up here. Third long for him here. And he put everything he's got behind it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that brings up 4th and long.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Desperation time here on 4th. Oh, brother, it's another interception. That is Caleb Ransom. And the Jaguars have it now on his 8th pick of the year.
Intercepted. Turnover on downs.
1st and 10 from the 43.
Take right open. Hey, lie.
Run here with Tootin. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Open ahead in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13. Lawrence now off the play action. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Tootin gets it from the gun. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Jaguars keep running away with this. On his Little for the extra point. He connects on the extra point try. And the Jaguars grow their lead yet again.
Lions 17. Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Fields this one at the 3. And he's out of bounds at the 16. Going to be a long field ahead for them on this possession. Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that kick. He's thrown again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. It goes to the hurry-up offense here.
It's 2nd down.
Takes the 2nd down snap. Has him running the comeback. And they're going to bring him down after his play rips off quite a chunk of yardage there, up to the 30. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Lions have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Gets him on the quick hitter. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
It's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and manageable. He's throwing. Finds the in route complete. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack them only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
So first down from the 41.
Here we go, here we go. Dragons 6, Panthers 19 tight, 19 tight.
Throwing it again here. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Throwing again on second. Sends this to the end zone. Intercepted, but oh, wait. Officials say that he wasn't in bounds. The offense can let out a little sigh of relief. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Ready.
Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
Here we go, set. Trap 6, 70 Timberwolf. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready.
To the air on 3rd and long. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that is good for Detroit first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
19 Lions. 60 Bobcat, 60
Sticking to the air here. And that'll chip away some of this near the end. It's caught for a touchdown. The Lions making the scoreboard look a touch better. The Lions offense looks like they're staying out there. We got a 2-point try coming up.
The Lions still set up for a 2-point conversion.
Sending him up the middle. And he isn't going to get there. First time they tried for 2 tonight, but it's unsuccessful.
48, Lions 23.
With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick.
Set to kick off.
Is covered by the Jaguars. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point of the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it. Even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Kill.
They're going to pass it here. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Hey, go. Here we go.
Give now to the running back. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. It's a handoff to Tootin, running right. Now that's not what the offense styled up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be third down. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line. Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that. Quick pass right side, complete. And he gets this forward to the 19. Detroit calls timeout. It's second. Facing fourth down, the Jags electing to send out Cam Little for this field goal try. Ball on the right hash for this 36-yard look. So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he gets to the 25, but not much further before going out. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. They'll motion him out of the backfield left. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The pace here as the clock continues to run. Now he'll throw off the play fake. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And these guys need to find a way to hold up better for their QB. This offense now facing third down. Now 4 seconds left. We've got a timeout. Not that the final play is going to change the outcome, but we will get one more snap. This will be the final play of the game. Third down run by Gibbs. They stop him after a gain of about 3. Leaves him looking at 4th down. So the Jaguars come away with a win in this one. And it was a game for fans of